I mean, it's been an interesting process because I wasn't even a filmmaker when I started this film. This film was something that was born out of necessity. You know, I saw the opportunity to have a voice and to give a voice to my family that I feel has been overlooked for so long. And at the same time, I was sort of discovering documentary film, and I sort of went all in. I was a teacher at the time, and I decided at the end of that school year that I was going to stop, and I was going to not only make this documentary, but I was going to try and be the best documentary filmmaker that I could be, so I could tell as strong a story as I could. So I went all in, and I dedicated my life to this story and to the craft of documentary film.
I guess I just want people to know that, you know, the people who are behind these bars, they are your mothers, your daughters, your sisters, and your wives, and they deserve, you know, fair sentencing. They deserve to be looked at. They deserve to not be forgotten.
As a documentary filmmaker, on other projects, the biggest hurdle is getting somebody to trust you and getting somebody to be vulnerable and honest in front of the camera. And to be honest, I had already done that work my entire life. My family trusted me, and they were willing to be honest and willing to open their life to me. And so having that laid out for me, it actually changed the way I make films, because I saw, you know, as documentary filmmakers, we work in this gray area all the time, and we have a lot of power as documentary filmmakers, and it made me, for the first time, think, like, I'm going to make this film, and it's going to be my family story, and it's not something that I'm going to be able to turn the camera off and go work on another project and forget about it after a few years, or it's not going to be something that's on my shelf. I'm going to live with this for the rest of my life. My family's going to live with this for the rest of their lives, and it makes me look at all of my other subject matter, all of my other characters that I follow in other films. So it was an interesting process as a brother to, you know, have that weight and that responsibility on me to tell the story and give it justice. And it was a journey for me as a filmmaker to understand the power we have as filmmakers and the responsibility we have as filmmakers to be honest and to tell truthful stories.
When I first got incarcerated, one of the first things he said was, I'm going to go home as much as I can and film the girls. I don't want you to miss anything, you know, and that's how it started. And I was just, because, you know, I was missing them. My babies were 4, 2, and 6 weeks old when I went in, and, you know, they're itty bitty little things, and I didn't get to see anything, you know, first words and first steps and all these things that I was missing. And that's what he would do. He would go home, you know, and he would meet with the girls and just visit them and hang out with them and film them. So one day I would be able to see them.